What's good, everyone? Today I'm going to do a video with my brother, and he's going to be asking me questions about how is it like to be an OnlyFans manager.
Yes,
Are you ready?
I am.
Perfect.
Let's just get it going.
So he prepared some questions for me, so now he's going to ask me those questions.
Yep. All right. First question. What type of models actually succeed in this industry?
That's actually a really good question. Usually the model have a lot of success as an OnlyFans models. Also type of creators that are able to be a bit cringy. I don't mean like super cringy, but they're able to do multiple different type of content. Unfortunately, out there, a lot of OnlyFans creators don't want to try skits, fake podcasts, because they think it's cringe. But the reality of the situation is that those type of content is what is going to make you rich as OnlyFans creators. You can't only do dancing reels and expect to make 10K, 30K, 50K, and 100K a month.
Fair enough. And what type of models don't have any success?
I kind of answered it before, but the type of model that don't really have any success or the model that don't want to do any type of content formats. It's the type of models that only want to do dancing reels, and it's really hard to work with because if a model doesn't really want to speak on the camera or doesn't want to show a lot of emotions, it's really hard to make it go viral. Models are the most hard to scale on the model that have a horrible work ethic. For example, in my agency in the past, I've worked with a lot of models that just takes multiple days to answer or just do almost no content. For example, if you're starting from zero and you do like 2 reels a week, your competition is going to completely shit on you. Like it's not a joke.
And how many times should they upload a day then?
How many times?
Or a week? I don't know.
In my agency, we usually do 3 to 4 times a day. And we actually managed to put more content from the agency. So what we do, first of all, we help them with uploading trial reels. Also, a lot of OnlyFans models don't know this, but with trial reels, you can literally repost the same video and it will get similar amount of views. All you need to do is slightly edit the videos. For example, you can edit the contracts of the video. You can zoom a bit into the video. And Instagram is going to see this as a brand new video. So by doing this, we literally 2x the amount of content inputs of our models in the agency.
Yeah, I've seen that on Insta, like the same vid just being spammed.
Yeah. So that's what works. Like spamming reels is perfect.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Like another thing we do is we take long format, and from like a 10-minute video or like a 1-hour stream, we get like hundreds of clips from it. Or like we will have a model go on a podcast, or we will have a model go on a stream collab, and we will get a bunch of clips from this collab. And the model doesn't have to do any work. Like we will just edit the content for her and post the content for her. But yeah.
Yeah. Heard some OF models think managers are scammers. Why is that?
Yeah, okay. That actually pisses me off so much because in this industry, unfortunately, anyone can become an OnlyFans manager. It's super simple. You don't need to have a certificate. You don't need to go through anything. And because of this, they are quite literally a bunch of retards, 18 years old, 19 years old, even sometimes 16 years old, that just start an agency. And then they lop. They take like pictures on Pinterest of like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and they post it on their Instagram. And because of this, they genuinely manage to sign OnlyFans models. But once they work with the OnlyFans models, they are so retarded and they're so full of shit that they do such a shit job. For example, a lot of the times they promise like 100K a month. But what those OnlyFans models need to realize is that hitting 100K a month is hard. And there's so many variables in hitting such a big month. And if an OnlyFans manager promises you big numbers, he's usually full of shit. But because of this, a bunch of OnlyFans models go like destroyed by those OnlyFans agencies, and they just think that every OnlyFans agency is shit. Let me give you a good example in case I didn't explain it well. It's like falling in love, okay? You can fall in love with a very toxic girl, okay? She can cheat on you, be just a piece of shit. That doesn't mean you can't actually be in love with another girl. It's the same thing with OnlyFans agencies, pretty much.
Yeah, so don't let the exception define the rule.
Exactly.
Just get a good manager, right?
Yeah, which is a big issue that's been going on.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you first started doing OF management, what were some of your worst experiences?
Okay, my worst experiences, I remember I had no experience, okay? When you're gonna start something from zero, you usually don't know what you're doing. So I was trying to speed on everything. I was buying a bunch of courses, and unfortunately, I remember I was making like 5K a month. That was like 3 years ago. And I was very like confused on what to do because I managed to sign a big client. She had like maybe 30K followers on Instagram, and I wanted to get a mentorship. Okay, so I bought the mentorship, and I actually didn't have enough money at the time. I think the mentorship was like 10 grand. And the guy told me, oh, you know what? Instead of you buying the mentorship, I'm actually going to help you with your agency, but I'm going to take half of the earnings you're making. Okay. So I managed to sign the clients, and I was actually doing a good job. I was making her like $2,000 a day. She was making 60 grand a month. I was taking like from the 50% 1K, and the guy was taking half of what I was making.
I see.
And pretty much all he was doing was putting chatters on her accounts. So he was doing a horrible job, taking half of my revenue, and he was putting retarded chatters, like just badly trained Filipino chatters, while taking half of my agency's earnings. So I realized that he was full of shit, and he had me on a contract. So he signed a contract, and he was telling me, okay, you can't leave this contract or I'm going to sue you. But this guy was just full of shit, so I left anyway, and he didn't do anything. And even the worst part is that when I left, he wrote like a fake email to my model saying that I was like, I don't know, I don't even remember. I was like selling her nudes to other people, which is so weird. But yeah.
I see. So no,
Yeah, just a bad first experience.
you want to mention like the debt part?
So that part, oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that is actually worse. So when I started also, I was also trying to get a bunch of mentorships, and I was broke. Like I had $200 under my name. So I bought a bunch of mentorships, and each one of those mentorships was like 5K, 7K. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Okay, I bought like 4 mentorships at the same time, and I took my credit card and I just went into debt with my credit card pretty much. And what happened is that all those mentorships was actually fucking horrible, except one that taught me a lot. But I was like, I think 15, 14 grand in debt back then. And I just didn't know what to do. And eventually, that's when I managed to sign the 60K a month creator. But even then, I got fucked again. But I managed to like go through. And after this, I learned what really works. So I signed more creators. And I also realized the thing that to make money in this industry, it's not about my profit margins, because I actually genuinely try to make my creators earn more, if that makes sense. Because if I just try to make profit, my creators will just leave. My client will just leave, because if I'm not making them more money, they will just eventually leave, and my reputation was shit. So I just understood then that the best thing to do was to hire a really good marketing team, really good chatters, even though it's going to cost me a lot, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me of art. You know, if you try to make art for money, it's like soulless.
Yeah.
It's shit. So you make no money, but then if you don't try to make money, then it's art, and then it might make money.
Yeah,
It kind of
exactly.
reminds me of that. It's a bit contradictory.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like a management agency, your goal is to make your clients more money. Your goal is not to have the best profit margins, okay? Like there's some people that take 50% from a girl, let's say she's making 20K a month, but they put horrible chatters, they have a horrible marketing team. Maybe they're gonna make a 7K profit of this model, but they could actually make her do 60K a month and take 50%, but out of those 50%, they probably have a 25 profit margin, but they will make more money eventually, like if that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
when I understood this, it was like a whole change from agency.
Yeah, that's interesting actually.
Yeah.
But I see why, because otherwise they're just going to feel like they're getting robbed.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Defeats
if
the
you-
whole point.
This is actually what's happening with most agencies. Most agencies, they take 50% and all they do is put some like random Filipinos and they don't do shit with the marketing. I've spoken to so many OnlyFans models. One of the biggest issues they have is that their account keeps getting banned because the marketing from the agency is shit. The agency is actually making them do first traps, which just doesn't work anymore in 2026, and they take 50%, which is absolutely crazy. So they pay some random Filipino like $2 an hour just to do bad chatting.
I see.
So yeah.
I've heard that OF models and OF managers get banned very often on Instagram, and I wanted to know what the reason was. I mean, obviously part of it is, you know, that it's OnlyFans, but
Yeah.
what else, you know?
Obviously, okay, good. That's a super good question. So pretty much what happened is that Instagram, they banned a huge amount of their employees as they fucking replace them by AI. When you do something brand new with AI usually fucks up a lot. But it's not only because of AI. So biggest reason so many OnlyFans models are getting banned from Instagram is because they post like an OnlyFans model. They only post first trap. All they do is shows their body. And if you do this, I'm sorry, but you are retarded, okay? Because that is not what's going to make you rich as an OnlyFans models. And most agencies, like 99% of the agencies, are retarded, so they give their models first traps to make, thinking that is going to make them money. Instagram hates OnlyFans slop. They hate OnlyFans slop. Same thing with AI slop. Instagram hates seeing OnlyFans models just shows their body on Instagram, because Instagram wants to have a good reputation. So lately, Instagram has been banning all the OnlyFans models just showing their body when they are posting.
Yeah.
And the thing that's not going to get you banned is building a personal brand, which is exactly what I do in my agency. So I realized that the creators that have good earnings have a personal brand. They post with personality. Their only intent isn't only to show their body. And because of this, when a fan is going to subscribe to an OnlyFans model that posts with personality and that builds a personal brand, the fan is literally going to subscribe to her account because he likes her personality, which is a huge difference than when a fan is going to subscribe because of her body. Because when you get a fan that subscribes because of her personality, he is most probably going to spend way, way more money. And I mean, like, I'm sorry, but OnlyFans doesn't work like Pornhub. Those OnlyFans models need to stop treating OnlyFans like it's just posting as sexual as possible. Because what works with OnlyFans is like connection building, relationship building, just making feel so that like the OnlyFans subscribers is actually speaking to the OnlyFans models. And most of the time, the OnlyFans sub is not going to subscribe because he just wants to we'll just blur that word, but you get the idea. But because he wants to build a relationship with the OnlyFans model.
Yeah, I kind of get the point. It's a bit of an in-between where
exactly.
It's not just like sexual, it's also emotional, which is a bit fucked up, but I mean, it's how business works, right?
Yeah, it's how business works. No, I know, but
yeah,
it works. Great. When I started, in the beginning, I used to make my models just post sexual content. I was a shit agency, like any other agencies. But when I realized that what works is personality, building a personal brand, my agency just did a 180. My creators' earnings just skyrocketed. I wasn't having any issues with Instagram. It was just a complete difference.
It reminds me of boyfriends and girlfriends for hire in like Asian countries.
Yeah.
It's pretty infamous in Korea and Japan. You can just hire a boyfriend, like you pay them, and I mean you have to pay them to be your boyfriend. So it's like it's like morally it's completely fucked, and just kind of reminded me of that. But it's interesting when you look at it that way, because I think most people see it as just like straight up, but it's like more of a mix. They miss the other part, especially nowadays, right? It's like more of a mix.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about TikTok, by the way? Because TikTok, I constantly see AI slop. I don't know about OnlyFans, but I see AI slop all the time.
There's actually way more AI slop on Instagram. There's still some on TikTok. The reason is that TikTok is even more strict than Instagram because there's way more kids on TikTok than Instagram. But yes, there's AI slop everywhere. AI slop is not going to make you rich. Okay, if you post AI slop, you are literally retarded because it takes time and you're not going to make a lot of money from it and your account are constantly going to get banned. Okay, like the people that are smart build personal brand to make the post engaging, you're not supposed to just shake your ass. You need to make the post engaging. To be more clear, why would someone spend tens of thousands of dollars on you if all you do is show your body? Because he can literally just do this on Pornhub. So there's no reason for someone to just spend so much money on you if all you do is show your body. But what's actually going to make someone spend a lot of money on an OnlyFans creator is if the OnlyFans creator is interesting. She shows personality. She has a good personal brand.
Yeah.
That's why it's going to do the difference. You can't do this on Pornhub, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I see it. But, I'm surprised TikTok has less AI though, because I swear there's more AI on.
I promise you there's not. It's more on Instagram.
It must be just my shitty feed,
yeah. I mean, there's probably less on Instagram because all those accounts are getting banned.
Yeah. And when a model is just starting out, where should she put more energy? Marketing, on social media, or the OnlyFans page itself?
100% is the marketing, because if you're not getting any subs into your account, like you're just going to have so many OnlyFans pictures, but you are going to have no one to sell it to. I'm actually way more inclined into the marketing because a low traffic account is really hard to make income. Even if all you do is relationship building. The more traffic you have, the more income you can make. So when a creator starts from zero, the best thing to do is to lock into the marketing to get the most amount of people to go on her OnlyFans account. Because if all she does is take pictures for the OnlyFans account, but she gets 2 subs a day, she's going to sell her pictures to absolutely no one. But if she's getting hundreds of subs a day and she has some OnlyFans pictures, she can actually make way more money. So it's way better to put way more energy into the marketing, 100%.
I feel like you're ignoring the fact that the chatters are a big part of what I consider to be part of the OnlyFans page or system itself. But I guess you handle that side, but how would that work? Like when you take into account the chatters, should they or you put more effort into that or into the marketing? Because I feel like the reason you capture a lot of them is because you have really good chatters. Like when you save a page, it's like good pictures, good marketing, all of that. But I feel like the reason the page works and the retention rate is good is because of the chatters as well. So it's like,
Yeah, of course. No, yes, of course. I'm just saying the marketing is more important. If I had to pick one to put more energy into, I would say the marketing. Obviously, I would say both because an account with excellent marketing but with a shit like OnlyFans retention is going to do way worse than an account with good marketing but with good OnlyFans retention. Obviously, having good chatters on the account is extremely important. Having chatters that can barely speak English is going to make it really hard to have whales on the account, if that makes any sense.
yeah. How different is the chatting on a high traffic account compared to a low traffic account?
Okay, so on low traffic accounts, what I do with my team, like the OnlyFans side, we focus way more on relationship building because since we're not going to have a lot of subs going in, the best thing to do is to maximize with what we can do with each sub. So we try to build relationship with every single sub. Like high traffic accounts, and I'm speaking of like really high traffic accounts, we don't focus as much on relationship building and we try to make as much money from each subs that comes in. So we do a lot of mass messages, mass VPV messages. We still do relationship building, but not as much. We don't try and focus as much on building relationship. I'm not saying that we completely ignore building relationship. I'm just saying that we're not going to try and force a relationship with a fan. So if a fan subscribes to the OnlyFans model's account and he clearly wants to speak personally to the model, we are going to do this. But if a fan just subscribes, like he doesn't just seem very emotional, we're not going to push to build a relationship, but we're going to push more into just selling.
Why is having a personal brand so important in this industry?
Okay, the reason why having a personal brand is so important is because that's what's going to make you money. Like, for example, if you're watching this, you can probably not name me a lot of OnlyFans creators that only just shake the ass. Okay, I don't think you're able to do this, but you can probably name me a lot of creators like Sophie Rain, Camino Raggio, Julia Filippo, because they have a personal brand. They post with personality. And also because just social media is gonna ban your accounts. If you post sexually, it means you won't have a personal brand. You'll just get banned from Instagram. Having a personal brand is going to make you have the most good connection with your fans. It's going to make you have the best type of LTV. You're going to have the best time of subscribers going into your OnlyFans account. And it's just going to make you the most amount of income, if that makes any sense. Because someone is going to subscribe for your personality, not for your tits or ass, which is going to make you just more money and more views.
Yeah. It might have been the models that don't have success, but you said it at the start as well.
What do you mean?
Like for brand.
Yeah, I said this in the beginning.
And getting banned as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You kept shitting on the AI OF models. So could you like expand on it a bit, and why do you think AI is going to get worse while real models get better?
Okay, so there's so much AI slop that has been happening. I think for the past 8 months, so there was probably a bunch of gurus saying that AI OnlyFans is everything. And because of this, there was so many people just spamming AI content of just girls being sexual. You can also build a personal brand with AI, but it's way more fucking hard to build a personal brand of a creator with AI than a real creator. Because it's just a real creator, it's more visible. A real creator can do just more things. She can actually go into collabs, but an AI creator simply cannot, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
And just, I think in the future, more and more, AI creators are going to be more noticeable, even though the quality is going to be better. But I feel like AI creators will actually make way less than real creators. And another good example I can tell you is with OnlyFans, AI creators are banned. You're not allowed to have an AI creator on OnlyFans. It makes it so that people that want to have AI creators, they have to go on other applications such as FanView or things like this, where the conversion rate is way worse. I'm not saying that AI creators don't work. They 100% do work. You can make a lot of money with AI creators, but you will make way more money with real creators. Like a real creator, a real OnlyFans model that has a good work ethic is forever going to make way more than an AI creator, believe me.
Fair enough. And I'm assuming, even as the AI gets better, the algorithms are just going to get better at cracking down on it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like another example I can give you is that one of the biggest reasons there's been this ban wave with Instagram is because there has been so much AI slop. Instagram got fucking tired of it, so they have been banning a lot of AI slop, and so they have also been banning a lot of OnlyFans slop. Just Instagram knows, because I'm not going to get too much in details, but each time you create an AI video, There's a special coding into this video, and Instagram and every social media actually knows. There's this with Higgsfield, Kling AI, they all have it. They all have a special code that goes into the video.
Higgsfield?
Higgsfield is an app you use to create AI content.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but social media just knows when you use AI in your video.
Oh, and do the hot models make the most money, or does it not really matter? Is it more about personality?
No, that's a common misconception. So a lot of people think that the hotter the model is, the more money she's going to make, which is completely retarded. If that was true, you would only see supermodels as the highest OnlyFans owners, which is not the reality of the situation. And there's also so many people that think that, but the people that think that are just the retarded OnlyFans agencies, because they concentrate always on the body, and they think that the hotter the model is, the better her body is and the more views she's going to get, which is not the reality. And a lot of creators that actually make a lot of money, a lot of the times they don't look that good. Like they look mid, or they look good, but they don't look like supermodels. So what's actually going to get you a lot of money is not looking like a supermodel, but just posting with personality and having a personal brand.
Okay, and what's one thing you don't like about being an OF manager?
One thing I don't like, honestly, it's just that a lot of OnlyFans models think that a lot of OnlyFans managers are full of shit. Because a lot of OnlyFans managers are full of shit because they think that all the OnlyFans managers are full of shit. And because of this, it's not very enjoyable, because sometimes I try to speak with an OnlyFans model that has a lot of potential and I know I can help her with her earnings, but she just thinks that I'm like...
Scamming her?
Yeah, just scamming her, because she got scammed in the past by a complete retard that doesn't know what he's doing. And I find it's really annoying, but honestly, there's not much I can do about it. So yeah, so that's one thing I actually really don't like about being an OnlyFans manager.
Okay, and why did you become an OF manager instead of dropshipping or marketing, or I don't know?
Yeah, but that's a good question. Just there's way more money to be made with OnlyFans. Like it's more scalable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't only about the money though. It's just I had more skill as being an OnlyFans manager. I did try dropshipping. I wasn't bad at it. I just saw more skill into being an OnlyFans manager. Like I remember, like before I would watch OnlyFans models, not in a weird way. They were just sometimes in my feed, and I directly just understood the marketing a bit. And I just knew that I had like I understood the industry, but it wasn't. I didn't have the same thing with dropshipping or other business models. And just I started it in the beginning. I had a hard time, but afterwards, I did the right choice by becoming OnlyFans manager.
Yeah, and because I keep hearing it passively, like now I can also tell, and it's like horrifying because like 2/3 of like really random videos involving like girls, for instance, playing video games on my feed. There's no F link. It's like crazy.
There's no what?
There's no OF link.
Afric?
OF, like
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans link.
Most girls that post like OnlyFans models don't have a no F link.
No. I'm saying like if I see a reel and it's like a girl playing a video game, I check her page.
Yeah.
OF link.
2/3 of the time.
I swear, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, no,
like,
a lot. Yeah,
because no one checks, but like if
the
you check,
industry,
it's like
the people need to understand the industry
everywhere.
is going up. Like the OnlyFans models that start right now are going to make a lot of money in 2 to 3 years from now. If you start right now is a perfect moment. In 5 years from now, 6 years from now, it will be way more complicated to have good earnings. The models that are starting to have a personal brand right now, I promise you 5 years from now, they'll have so much money because the industry is going up. There's actually way more OnlyFans subscribers than OnlyFans models. So the demand of OnlyFans models is simply going up and up and up. There's a stat, I'm not 100% sure of it. I think 1/3 or 2/3 of the people in the United States have an OnlyFans account, which is absolutely mental when you think about it.
like the men or the men and the women.
The men, I don't know about the women, but for the men. So
Sad.
yeah.
Okay. And do you think you'll be an OF manager for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I just don't see why I would stop. I think until I die, I'll probably be an OnlyFans manager. And honestly, like it's a business model I like doing. I like the marketing aspect. I like client acquisition. I like my business. I like the people I work with. I like working with my clients. I don't think I'll ever stop being an OnlyFans manager.
I think what the question was like saying is like, are you going to do anything else outside?
Oh, yes. I think not for now. Not for the next months. I think right now I'm going to keep putting 100% of my effort into my agency, but 100% probably in the future, I might try other business. But right now my intention is fully on my agency.
Yeah, I mean, stick to what works. What do you think about all these gurus? Like, let's say it's easy to make like 100 grand, 200 grand by just managing for OF models.
This is just annoying. It's like, I'm gonna go back to, I hate the ideas that so many OnlyFans models think a lot of OnlyFans managers like me. I'm not gonna be biased, but I really do think I have a good agency that think that I am a scammer. It's annoying because a bunch of those gurus say that it's so easy to make 100K a month as an OnlyFans model, okay? It's 100% possible, but it's not easy. You need to put work in. And because of this, it's just so annoying because those gurus, they do this to sell courses, to sign OnlyFans models. And I even fell into the trap when I started my OnlyFans agencies. And I just find this unbearable, okay? I'm not going to say any names out there because I don't want to start any beef. But there are so many OnlyFans manager gurus that just say that making 100K a month with an OnlyFans model is super simple. And the worst part is that most of those gurus, they make like 30K a month with their agency. Gross. So they're just completely full of shit. That's the worst part.
Slopping.
Just lop. They just lop. They
Lop
rent
until you
cars.
make it.
What?
Lop until you make it.
Lop until you make it. Yeah, but now you have 15-year-old kids that pretend to have a Rolls Royce. It's like unbearable.
They're not lopping properly, that's why.
Yeah, they're not lopping properly. Like you can go on my thing. Right now I still don't have a supercar. I'm not lopping like I have a supercar.
Yeah.
Like it's just annoying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
all the questions?
That's all the questions.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you stayed until the end of this video and you're OnlyFans model, you can always subscribe to my Instagram. It's clovis.bth. Also in the description, there's my agency websites. So if you're actually interested in management, go down there, apply, and we'll see if you're a good fit to work with my agency. So perfect. So
yeah, that's great.
bye-bye.